Hi everyone and welcome back to Chess for Charity. In this position, there is one move that wins for white and the rest of them draw. There's even one move that wins immediately for black. So let me kind of show that first. If you promote to a queen, you immediately lose, so be sure you're aware of that. So what is the winning move for white? Well, it might seem semi-obvious that the goal is to push these pawns up the board, right? So if I play g7, you're prepared to push, and then even if you take, that's fine. I'll promote. Well, if that's the answer you had in mind, how are you meeting rook e4? Or maybe even rook e1? Same idea. The idea is I'm setting up a checkmate because these kings are now in opposition, and if you promote to a queen on either of these, it's going to be mate. Like this. So, great, you got a queen, but you lost the game. So not really worth it. So how are you preparing to meet that? Well, if you say, well, I can just defend this mate by moving my king over, that actually will lose the game, because after king takes g7, I'm going to take this pawn, and there's nothing you can do about it, and this rook is more than enough to win. Okay, so then what? Well, here's kind of where it gets interesting. You actually promote here to a knight, to check the king. And you might go, okay, I get that, but then the king moves, and then what? It's not like, what's the problem? Well, here's the thing. After the king moves, you still can't promote. If you do, I check you, you run away, I take this, and the computer is saying this is a draw. If you'd like to play with this position on your own, feel free. I will paste it in the description. Okay, so if I don't promote to a queen, what is the best move for white? And this is the move that made me go, wow, I gotta share this puzzle. Knight to f6. Bang. The idea being, I can no longer check you, because if I do check you, I can block like this, and even after rook takes, the king will win this pawn, king g7, that's fine. But after I promote, bring your king one more square away, I have the cool move, king g6, and my king and pawn ending is winning. You go king g8, I play f4, I'm going to have the opposition, so let's just play this out. Here, what do you do if you're whack? You go one of these places, wherever you go, I can give one more, and then you go here, king e6, let's say you keep opposition, f6, how are you stopping this? You're not. Right? That's a win. Hopefully you can win your king and pawn endings. Okay, so let me go all the way back to knight f6. So in this position, what do? There are a couple of tries here to try to save the game for black. I'm just going to show one, or two maybe. Feel free to mess with the position on your own. I'm not going to show every single variation. So you could just take it with the king, and that's fine. It looks like you're threatening mate, right? Yeah, you are, but I have this check first, and this is going to be a win for white. The king's going to have to move. Let's just say they go, I don't know, here. I can start checking you, and maybe one day give up my queen for the rook if my king is close enough to the pawn. Anyway, that's a win for white. So you can't just take the knight with the black king. What other move is there? There's this move, pinning. You think that might do something. Yeah, that's fine. Same idea. I promote, and if you take, I do not capture. Instead, just move the king. This will be a win. It's a little hard to win against a 3500 rated computer, but two normal human beings, long enough, it should be fine. So if you're thinking about taking something like this, you gotta be really, really careful, because there might be forks, there might be stuff like that. The geometry is a little scary if you're gonna take pawns like that. But white is saying to me, or the computer is saying to me that white wins this in mate in 15. So have fun with that. Okay, what other move is there? After this move, we went over rook e6. We went over the check. Went over the capture. What else is there? Maybe you just stay on this rank and you go, okay, I'll just go here. Oops, sorry. Let's say I go here, is where I was trying to go. That doesn't stop me. I still promote. And there's not like a way you can trick me into stalemating you because you have all these out squares. So really there's no defense. Which means this brilliant move all started with g7 and the under promotion to a knight just to put that knight on a vulnerable square on f6. That is amazing. And then my favorite line was this line that just leads to a nice, clean win. Look at that. That's amazing. And then boom. And I have the opposition, and I will have the opposition, and I will win this game as white. Again, I think that's an amazing puzzle. If you also think it's amazing, feel free to like and subscribe. Every single person who subscribes helps me out a lot. It also helps out charity, so stay connected. Thanks so much. Bye.